Oh, hey, long time no see. Um, how long has it been? Like 3 weeks since I've uploaded or something? Oh, 5 months since okay. Um, is that why you woke me up? Yeah. Yeah, I think it's about time that I made a new video. Yeah, um, I'll get on to that right now. Hello everybody, my name is Kobe, and what I'm about to talk about today is one of China's most gruesome and bizarre cold cases ever, and I don't think that's a stretch. This case revolves around a 19-year-old college student who one day suddenly vanished after storming off from an argument. 9 days later, the student is chopped up into 2,000 pieces and scattered around her university. Still to this day, the case goes unsolved for such a gruesome act. This case in China is called a 119 dismemberment case, or the Nanjing 119 incident. Diao Aiking was born on March 11, 1976 in the city of Taizhou, Jiangsu, China. I can't find any information about her other than being described as introverted and simple, but according to her oldest sister, Diao Aihua, their family was poor, and Aihua dropped out of school to find work, while Aiking continued school, performing well, and was eventually able to enroll at Nanjing University in October of 1995. The Nanjing University was established in 1902, over 120 years ago, and is no stranger to controversies. 7 years before Aiking enrolled into the academy, there was an altercation between two male African students and a Chinese security guard. The Chinese students, believing the guard was killed, trashed the African students' dormitories, which eventually led to protests, and that's just one of their controversies. Their most recent controversies are accusations of staff members sexually harassing and raping students in 2021, leading to another protest held by students. It's safe to say this university isn't the best to attend. Aiking was attending Nanjing University to major in computer applications. During her stay, Aiking's family limited communications with her to avoid disrupting her studies, even as far as not notifying her about the death of her grandfather and her sister's marriage. On January 9th, 1996, the day before her disappearance, Aiking wasn't at school, but instead accompanied a villager from her family to play outside, according to Aiking's classmates. Take this with a grain of salt because I could only find this from one source, and to be honest, I'm not too sure about the source, but I'll leave this here just in case. The next day, on January 10th, Aiking's roommate violated the rules of using electrical appliances, so in response, the dormitory management teacher for Nanjing University punished Aiking for some reason. Aiking, rightfully so, became angry and argued with the teacher. Eventually, she left the dormitory but never returned back. When Aiking failed to return back to her dormitory, the university failed to inform the parents about her disappearance. 10 days after Aiking's disappearance, her remains were discovered, but not in the way you think. A sanitary worker was cleaning out the garbage and found a bag of cooked meat in the garbage and thought it was pork. For some reason, they took the bag home to eat it. It wasn't until they cleaned the meat when they noticed it wasn't pork, but instead 3 human fingers, and reported it to the police. When police searched the campus, they discovered human remains in bags in 8 different locations: the stadium, entrance gate, hospital, and on roadsides. It was then later confirmed that the human remains belonged to Diao Aiking. It was at this point that the parents were finally notified of Aiking's disappearance, but when it was already too late. It was discovered that Aiking's head and internal organs were boiled for several days, and her crucial organs like her heart, liver, and spleen were never found. There was little to no evidence to catch the cruel murderer who did this. The police, however, noticed that the pieces were chopped up with high precision, like a butcher, a surgeon, or someone with a good understanding of anatomy can do. Police were able to come up with a profile of the killer: single, physically fit, middle-aged man. And even though students and teachers at the academy were interviewed, nothing came out of it. Shortly after the news of Aiking's death, her family 5 days later left Nanjing back to their hometown and refused interviews about Aiking until 20 years later. In 2016, the family finally agreed to do an interview with Beijing News. In the interview, the family states that if the murderer has remorse and regrets his crime in his heart, we'll forgive him. In 2021, the family filed a lawsuit against the university for contributing to the conditions that allowed this murder to occur. According to Aiking's family lawyer, the reason why it took them 25 years to do something was because they went to Nanjing University multiple times and asked for an explanation, but received no answer because the case was cold. However, the family was unsuccessful in suing the university. If you like this video, please like and subscribe to my channel. It really lets me know that you guys like this kind of content. And I'm sorry that the last upload was 5 months ago, but I promise you guys this year I'm going to upload more.